welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Mountaineers will kick it away to start. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. On the run, it's Maddox. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
To the air, it's Bobo. Gets it away off his back foot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
And the Yellow Jackets will punt it away on fourth down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line.
Such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
The Mountaineers are marching down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window, and the intended target was not open. That's why that one fell.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Ezukama. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to football too long. With players like that, get after him.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Looking to throw, it's Bobo. Intercepted, the defense has set him up. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year. He comes up with a massive play right there.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Stewart. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Mountaineers in a good spot here with second and short. Give to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. To the ground. He's got it again. Noses his way forward. Maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The Mountaineers are flying down the field. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
No, not a lot of space down here on the goal line when you're trying to run the football. You might want to think about going to the perimeter or maybe throwing it next time.
Looking for a man. It's Ezukama. Got his man quickly. Touchdown at stake. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position. And if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Pratt. Oh, he's got some space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. We've reached the break, and Appalachian State has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Right back to it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play throwing.
To the air, it's Bobo. sharp as they extend the lead. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. The play action fake. Here's a heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. The give to the right. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Ezukama. They've got the screen set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going to let one go back to the middle. Fires and picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, the quarterback trying to get aggressive there on 3rd down. He saw something he liked in a matchup he wanted to take advantage of, but the defense, they simply weren't fooled, and they're able to come away with it. Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field.
They've gotten nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get...
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
To throw, it's Bobo. Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Now on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. He threw it big the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. From the gun, the ground game. Steve goes his way ahead. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on 1st down. He's got him. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. And the Mountaineers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the run. Cobb sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting 1st downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Back to throw. It's Ezukama. Fires to the big fella. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. inside with the back. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. We saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. It's 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Ezukama. Buys a little extra time. And the pressure was too much. They get it at the 15.
All right, defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with your backs against the wall. Job's not over yet, though. This is an offense that has shown that they can go for it on 4th down, especially during these situations.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Duke is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 21 to Notre Dame. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give on the option. Got room at the 35. There he goes. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This is one way you can try to attack the perimeter of the field, right? Get the option play going. Quarterback has it, reads his key, pitches it out to his running back to see what he can go do in space.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. To the air. It's Bobo. Unloads to the right. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help them.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Man, they can barely see the first down marker from there, but they'll go for it on fourth. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to throw, it's Ezukama. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard, and even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, it catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's going to take off. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Ezukama. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback making adjustments. Off play action on first down. Complete to the right. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Yellow Jackets will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Good surge up front, giving 4 out to the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They're going to run it to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Looking to throw, it's Ezukama. Moving out of the pocket. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
And the Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The inside handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Unloads to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Lining up to convert third down. Here we go. Looking to pass. It's Ezukanma. Gets it out quickly. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
The Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Military stun! Military stun! On the ready!
Wants to go up top. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
And the Mountaineers are on the move. Wants to throw. It's Ezukanma. Misses receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's what quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Great job by the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field's shrinking. It's harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing by this defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Immediately fires to the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Florida is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping in Gainesville. They're trailing by 27 to Marshall. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw, it's Bobo. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the
first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdown, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
And the extra point is good. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff...
And the sack! All the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Mountaineers send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll start this drive from the 42. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Bobo. Extending the play. Grabbed in the backfield. It's flat. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Gonna run it. It's Max. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
Base 27 jump.
Back to the ground game on the left. Breaks into the open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, and kicked it in here, got the long touchdown.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here's the handoff. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Now on second down. Keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a third down play. Back to pass, it's Ezukama. Got his man. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. He was really beating himself up over that interception and that loss last week. I know he's thrown a pick in this one, but he's looked much more certain.
And what you ask quarterbacks to do nowadays and how much you put on their plate, one mistake is okay. Those usually aren't the ones that are going to kill you. So one mistake, back-to-back weeks, that's fine. You just can't make multiple. And the team's winning this week, which is the most important stat that he cares about.
And the Mountaineers have a lot of options on second and inches. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Stewart. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. Turning it on! Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day. A great day. They built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Finds a little space. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Looking downfield, it's Ezukama. Fires to the middle. It's complete. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Appalachian State. And the stomping has commenced. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
No reason to risk trying to field that one. As it skips through the end zone, it'll be a touchback. Offense rolls back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Bobo. Finds the tight end. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
The Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking to throw again. Unleashes one deep. Going to the end zone, picked off.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past your... your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. The give on the counter. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right and make a big play for this defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time They finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
He takes it at the 45. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Pocket breaking down. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Back to pass, it's Bobo. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got him in the flat. There he goes. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Yellow Jackets have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Oh, they're after him. Got him downfield. And the catch it right into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. A methodical drive that they finish on by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? You see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Trying to pound it in. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Watch the offensive line here. They all block and run. As they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Mountaineers can really attack on this second and short.
Pace, 27.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Mountaineers lining up, just needing a few half inches on third down. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Give out of the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
The Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's third and long. They go to the ground. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber